Okay, I should probably start my new console versus PC video now. And by now I obviously mean later, so let's go on Instagram. This changes everything. In case you were lucky enough not to get the memo, Buzzfeed is making an Instagram movie based off Romeo and Juliet, and if that sounds like the worst thing conjured up by a human being, congratulations, you're sane. When I say Instagram movie, I'm not using a term I pulled out of my thick ass. This is actually a marketing term used by Buzzfeed itself. This is about as much of a movie as a book, but I guess it's cool to say you made the first Instagram movie than you made the first Instagram comic book? I guess it's cool that it's the first, but if Buzzfeed is the first to do something, was it ever worth doing in the first place? This is the concept. There's 8 accounts, one for each character, and the characters post on their Instagrams in character, of course, and that's how the story is told. It's also supposed to be interactive, but seeing as it's based off another work, I don't see it straying too far from the beaten path. Just an FYI, I'm going to be making fun of this a lot, but that's just my opinion, and even that is exaggerated in this video. This is to entertain, not to inform, so just know I'm not attacking anyone that likes this, and if you like this, good for you. It's not like it's hurting anyone, so who cares? That being said, let's get this stupid fucking slosh over with. This is the day before shit goes down, the day before entertainment is changed forever. That being said, there is still some things to investigate today. The accounts are up, and although the story hasn't started, the stage has been set. First, there's @HopelessRomeo. The username alone is a good indicator of what's to come. Romeo's a bisexual girl because pandering. She's pretty much your average thought. Now, some people may knee-jerk and say this is a bad thing, but if you read or see any of the renditions of Romeo and Juliet, Romeo has always been a thought. Then there's @Paris Not Perez, who is a middle-aged thought. And then there's Tiblet, who manages to be worse. Tiblet in the play was a firebrand and an asshole. I think it'd be pretty funny and surreal to see Tiblet call Romeo a faggot over Instagram. It's just something that seems weird and I don't know. And then there's Senator Capulet. You can tell he's the bad guy because he's the only white guy. And because he's bald. All evil people are bald, don't let anyone tell you different. He's also a politician, surprisingly. Oh boy howdy, I wonder who this guy can be a parody of. Oh wow, the white, obviously Republican character in a Buzzfeed production. I only expect the highest class of satire. Then there's @Juliet by the book, who makes me seriously question the age of consent laws in Fair Verona. Next up is Mercutio. And look at this. Do I really need to describe it? She's the only one that looks like she could be a high schooler though, so props to them for getting it right once. It's better than never getting it right at all. Now I know what you're all thinking. Where's my favorite character, Rosaline? She's here, kind of. She gets to share the gossip account with Paris. In this account, they're apparently going to spill the tea. Yeah, I'd rather spill hot coffee on my crotch. This is basically the recap account. If you don't follow any other account, follow this one. Or don't follow any, that's also advisable. Rosaline is so far, by far, my favorite character, mostly because I know the least about her. To be fair, this is a pretty accurate representation of what the characters would be like in the modern era. I know I already said that with Romeo, but the concept is faithful to the original. I think everybody knows this is how it would play out in 2018 over social media. It's just that Buzzfeed is the only one shameless enough to do it. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this though, and everything starts on... This is the first day the story begins, and nothing really happens. Tiblet turns out to be a homophobe, what do I win, and gets into a fight with Mercutio. Now I'm gonna put up a quick warning. It turns out Buzzfeed wasn't fucking around, and the next story is pretty graphic. I usually don't do this, but they kind of pushed it this time. Okay, close your eyes or something if you're sensitive to gore. Revealing... now. What? What? Is that really the best you can do? Let's all take a moment of silence for the Jolly Rancher they had to melt down to make this abomination. I also love how Romeo's story says your hatred was caught on video, but Tiblet puts up the video on her account too, so what's the point of saying that? The whole story, or most of the story, takes place on Instagram stories, which means every 24 hours they go kaput. What if 100 years from now, this video is the only footage of this story and historians use it to document history and shit? If so, you guys suck. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm assuming the future's gonna suck. Yes, I know the Roslan account exists, but shut up. They do actually do something cool here. The phones the characters are holding aren't props, they're actually filming, and you get to see the multiple viewpoints. That's kind of cool and adds a layer of realism into the mix. I actually took the time to look up the actors for this thing to see why they picked such old and less than stellar actors, and I really didn't find an answer. They aren't famous and they have a very small social media footprint. I guess they were cheap, but I know a lot of high schoolers that would suck a dick for this kind of exposure. I know it's not a lot in comparison to other jobs, but it's something. Fuck, what am I saying? They're probably paying these guys an exposure. An extremely exciting first day. But can this second day improve? No. There's a party tomorrow at 9. Yes, it's a Thursday, but they don't care about partying on a school night. They're party animals, bitches. Plus, the PSATs are on Saturday, and you can't stay up on that Friday. I did, though, and I think I failed. Besides the party, nothing really happened today except Juliet begrudgingly expecting to go despite not being invited. Me being smart, I decided to capture footage for this at 8:50 p.m. so I can make all of those important 9 p.m. Thursday night plans, so the party will be bonded with tomorrow. Hopefully that'll actually be eventful. What happens at the party isn't too much to write home about. This happened.
We're not invited. You're gonna have to pay. Want a kiss? That we need bad.
Oh. And it's not as interesting as I thought it was gonna be. There were some funny things though.
Look at me. I'm Romeo. I'm so cool with my short boy hair and freaky boy clothes.
Are you done?
No. What's wrong? I thought you bisexuals liked everybody.
Well, that's not true, and also, look, I'm just not into you that way.
Get the fuck out of my party!
Oh my god. Romeo and Juliet assumingly find each other and make extremely cryptic messages expressing their love. Also, Friar is a school counselor now because we also meet Principal Prince. Okay, that's kind of funny. Also, Mercutio's an asshole to her mom, just to enforce the fact that she's a teenager. Now we're prepped for a romance-filled weekend. The weekend is a time where teenagers are always checking their phone, either bored at home or bored at a party. So this is where the story should speed up. Nothing happens over the weekend. Nothing at all. The story slows to a halt. Why? Fuck you, that's why. This is also part of the reason the gossip show doesn't run during the weekend. You know what does happen during the weekend, though? Promotion of other accounts. Yay. This is where the journey ends, for now. All in all, it's a little better than I expected, at least. I mean, everybody knew it wasn't going to be amazing. They're not working with Shakespeare here. But I think most would have expected it to be a lot worse. Like I said, it does make sense and is a faithful update of the original. But that's probably its biggest downfall. Modern day Instagram drama sucks. We deal with it already. Nobody wants to see it. Not to mention the limitations with telling a story through Instagram. Like, it's just kind of not fun to experience. At least with me. I'd rather watch a movie than go through this for 2 hours. I just didn't find it entertaining. Therefore, look out for part 2. Don't expect it in my next video. I don't like staying on the same topic for 2 videos in a row, but sometime soon after that. I guess the soonest it could be is a month, though. My videos are really spaced out. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, watch more videos, jerk off, or just leave. I don't care. Goodbye. Okay, fellas, I shit you not. I was just about to upload this video. Here it is, uploading right now. Only at 65%, and that's after this started updating and stuff. But I was just about to upload it. And then I see this, because I need something for the thumbnail, right? I need a background for the thumbnail. And I saw this. And my heart, so I was like, oh, okay, so there's another phase, you know? Cool. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's over. It's over. This is Wednesday the 17th. Yeah, Wednesday the 17th. And the whole fucking thing is over.
A week.
And then it's over.
It's barely. I'm just tired of getting hurt by these. Paris, the unbiased man
It's
with the camera.
over.
I watch your show, you know, and you really don't give a shit about anybody.
Okay.
But when it benefits you, you're really not so objective anymore, are you? Do you just get off on reaping pleasure from the pain of others?
This is like the first time I heard her talk.
Juliet. I guess I could say her name out loud now because everybody knows.
Yeah. What the? Okay, whatever.
Truth or dare? Really?
What?
Are we 12 or something? I mean, it's totally fine to experiment, but just don't fucking lie to somebody about being in love with them.
So is she fucking dead? What? Tired of the facade? Oh my fucking god.
I know you can hear me.
What the fuck? This is so bad. They skipped over like 80%. I thought this was gonna go on for at least another week. That's why I did the part. I thought there was gonna be a part 2. That there's a lot of things I left out. I wanted to talk about that I was leaving for part 2. Oh my god. Wow, that's awful. What? That's so bad. Oh my god, this fucking sucks. This is unbelievable.
The last fucking straw! I tried so hard to understand you, but you are so blinded by your own self-hatred that you destroy everyone around you. This has to stop! It is so fucking frustrating watching you refuse to see your own truth when everyone else can see it. You need to ask yourself why you hate us so much. Alright, buddy. Look at me! Hey, look at me! Asshole! You hurt my best friend! So the least you can do is fucking acknowledge me, bitch!
This is probably the funniest shit I've seen in a very, very long time. Damn, I wish I could find an excuse to make a part 2. Oof. Oof.
Paris.
Oof.
Juliet.
Oof.
Honestly,
There had to have been more. You can't tell me this is the only thing they wrote. They only wrote... What is this? Fucking... A week? A week worth... 7 days worth of content? Are you kidding me? I think it just wasn't as successful as I hoped it would and just decided not to go on with it. Because, I mean, these numbers are relatively weak, I guess, in terms of... It's what Buzzfeed has. They pulled some very weak numbers overall, so I'm guessing it was just a failure. Damn! God damn! They skipped over 80% of the play. You know, fucking Romeo running away with the fire, or running away with the help of the fire. You know, them killing them, you know, the fucking meat and potatoes. They just did the first 5 pages of the play. And that was the whole thing. This is such trash. I'm guessing nobody could have, like, looked at this, like, script and said, yeah, this is okay. I'm guessing it just was a failure and just didn't do as well as they expected it to. As they, you know, Buzzfeed expected it to, because this is awful. Because, look, here, like, you know, the pace is kind of slow, and then it goes from here to just so fucking... I can't believe this. This has reached levels of stupidity unfathomable. I expected a lot, but I did not expect this. Hope, fellas, no part 2. Romeo and Juliet Instagram movie was a failure. It sucked a lot harder than I think. Just wow, I am amazed. Damn, these people's the hard work. You know, I keep calling it shit, but you gotta remember, these people probably didn't pick it, they got assigned it. Poor fuckers. And like I said, I have reason to believe this project was cut short because of the low numbers and the odd pacing. Damn, I guess that's it. See ya. Okay, guys, don't you like the new Secret Passage video games video? Secret Passage video game. Yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of gaming videos lately. And really, I don't care. I'll do another eventually. Not soon. But you know. Eventually.